Well, hello, this is me, Renato. I think it should be live, so um, yeah. So, hi, this is me. I'm Renato. I work. I'm sorry. So I'm sorry for if I'm a bit nervous. This is my first time ever streaming, so there's a bit of anxiety here. I am interested in coding, specifically creative coding and music, and I thought I would start the stream as an experience as I learn as a learning experience to document my learning experience as going through this. So I do have experience coding. I do have experience with music, but and I actually do have some small experience making creative coding experiments. But yeah, I wanted to. So what happened actually is that I saw this video that I'm gonna show in a moment. Actually, maybe I just play it by Lucid Rhythms. I thought I would try to do something like this and do it myself. And I thought, why not, while I learn to do it, why not stream it? But yeah, as I said, it's my very first time making this kind of thing. So again, I'm sorry for any either technical difficulties or more probably just presentation issues that I might have. Yeah, I'm a bit anxious. So how do you do this? My first thought is there's a few way to do this, right? I don't know actually how he or she, the person behind the lucid rhythms, how they coded this, but I do have a few thoughts. Okay, I'm being told that I have to raise my volume, so I'll do that. I'm sorry. Okay. I hope you can hear me better. Yeah, I was saying I can think of a few ways to do this, and again, I'm not sure how they did it, but for example, one first thing that I thought, okay, if I'm gonna do this, I don't want to do my own audio synthesis. I'm not interested in that. I'm quite familiar with DAWs. Yeah, so, and I have a whole set of synths there in my DAW. So why not use that to actually generate the sound? That leaves the visuals, with which, by the way, I have much less experience. And well, it's not just visuals. So this is actually one of the reasons why I like this. It's not purely visuals. It's there's some kind of a physics simulation, right? Here there are these blocks that are kind of bouncing, and they each have a different period, right? That's the whole thing. They hit the ground at slightly different with slightly different periods. So as time goes on, they'll get out of sync. Until then, I think it's around the 23-minute mark. Yeah, where it's the most played. They started getting back in sync again. Okay, maybe it's not here, but yeah, somewhere. And on the way to getting there, so starting sync, getting out, and then slowly coming back. On the way, there's a whole universe of like new rhythms that get created. And yeah, I found this very fascinating. And so I started, again, I thought, okay, the audio I want to do with the DAW. And what about the visuals and the physics? At first, I looked into Godot, which is a game engine. I looked if I could use it for this kind of thing. And I think it's possible, but... so, of course, if I'm going to use the DAW for making audio, I need some way to communicate, right? From whatever kind of program I used to make the visuals, I needed to send probably MIDI notes. Okay, probably that would be the easy path that I'm trying to follow. And Godot has some shaky support for MIDI. Like it has inbuilt support for receiving MIDI notes, but that's not what I want to do. I would like to create visuals and have some physics simulation. By the way, so this is my end goal, is to recreate something like this or similar, but it's going to be a long process, right? But not only this, on the way there, I hope to do many other sort of physical simulations, and you will see in a moment. I'm trying to start with a very simple one, and have for example, have on collisions or other other instances, let's say, of them. Sorry, not instances, but let's say, for example, when objects collide, have them send a MIDI note, for example, right? When objects interact in a certain way, have that create some music, because that in some way creates unpredictable music. Just like here, the rhythms are always changing, right? So that's what I find interesting, and that's what I would like to recreate. So what I do have for now is this, which is a beautiful sketch that I called bouncy. So I'm sorry, I'm a bit jumping all around. Yeah, I said I tried looking into Godot. It doesn't really have support for sending out MIDI notes. Eventually, there's a few other options. Okay, there's a thing called Open Frameworks, and that's for C++. I was seriously considering that, but then eventually I landed on P5.js, which is if you're so I was somewhat familiar. I said I did have some experience of graphics. I did play around with processing a long time ago. Processing is a kind of DSL for Java, where you can create these visuals. It's like coding intended for artists, which means that it's somewhat simplified, I guess. But it has so the coding actually is not simplified in the sense that a for loop is always a for loop, right? But it does have easy access to drawing things, right? If you want to draw a circle, it's like 3 lines of code or something like that. And this is basically is the JavaScript version of that, which has the very nice property that it's embedded in the browser, right? I mean, it being JavaScript, then you can visualize it in the browser, and browser nowadays all the main ones, I think except Safari, have MIDI, web MIDI support. That's the standard. It's called how the standard is called. So they can basically be used to send MIDI, send and receive MIDI. So what I have is I have 2 sketches, okay, that I'm gonna start today from. This is the one where things are bouncing, and I'm gonna show you the code. It's this here. Basically, okay, there's a bunch of commented stuff that's related to MIDI, but forget about that for now. I'm not there yet. So when you create a new P5.js, it automatically creates a minimal index.html, and then the actual sketch, you do it here. So here you see, for example, I have these parameters. For example, if I change to only 6 balls, I think there's auto reload enabled. Yeah, so they will bounce around. Basically, what I did until now was just with a lot of help, by the way, from ChatGPT, which you see over here on the top left, and which I'll most probably be using because, by the way, I'm more of a Python dev than a JavaScript. So my JavaScript is yeah, I'm learning as I go. And but basically, there's a class for the ball. I think this is probably one of the first things you do when you start 2D animation. Is all collision detection, right? For balls, it's very easy. You have a class with some variables, right, of the class, the position and the velocity on the X direction, the velocity in the Y direction, and the radius of the ball. And then you have some methods, okay, you can move the ball, which will just, when called, will just add the velocity. Okay, here you could probably put a factor in front of it, but yeah. And display this, okay, this is the actual, this function comes from the P5.js library, so it's the thing that will actually draw an ellipse on the HTML canvas. And again, use the position and the radius. Yep. And okay, there's a check walls to see if there's collision with walls, and there's a check collision to see if there's collision between balls. So yeah, you see here the thing I uncommented because I had already tried doing this, but it wasn't working. That's what I'm gonna try to do today, basically, to make it work. When there is a collision, okay, between this ball and another ball, we do, okay, a bunch of things. This is just to like redraw properly the ball, right, of the collision. But what we would like to do is send actually a MIDI note. So at the bare minimum, I would just like every time the 2 balls collide, just send a random MIDI note and have the DAW pick that up and make some sound. That would like be my minimum example, let's say minimum version of the video that inspired me. Okay, so as you see, there's a long way to go. Probably that the next thing, when I get this working, then the immediate next steps would be play a bit around with the function instead of just completely random note, maybe selected from a chord, from a scale, maybe do fancy stuff like that each ball has a note associated to it, and when they bump, maybe only the ball that's bigger emits a note, or maybe the balls interact somehow and they exchange notes. So like, yeah, I don't know. You can think of fancy things, and then instead of having a box around it, you could have a polygon. That makes it a bit harder because you have to do proper collision detection. So that's something I have to learn. I think there is I saw it should be possible, very easy to do collision detection between convex shapes, which means well, yeah, I won't get into that now, but between convex shapes. But what I'm doing now, okay, because the walls are form a square, this is very easy, right? This is the code. It just looks if I'm trying to display the ball outside of the box. Yeah. So the other thing I have is I found some code. I don't remember actually where this code comes from. Probably I think it's ChatGPT, because I was having trouble with this web MIDI library, and what I did manage to make it do is to read incoming notes. Okay, so if we open this sketch, I have to allow it access, and now I think it should be listening on all MIDI ports. I take Bitwig here. This is my DAW of choice, and just put some random MIDI notes. Yeah, well, I have to add hardware device. Maybe. Okay, just a moment. This might be something with the connections. Why is Jack started? I'm not using Jack. Well, I guess I am. Oh my god. I guess there is somewhere a way to sort it. So because this is a shortcoming of Bitwig. It doesn't play so well. Bitwig doesn't play so well with MIDI connections from the system. The only way you have to do it is to load this virtual MIDI kernel module, which creates a bunch of outputs. This is crazy. Can't you just sort it? Isn't there a way to untangle this mess? I guess no. Well, this is Jack, so I'm running Jack. Why am I running Jack? Shouldn't be. Okay. There should be somewhere here Firefox. Yes, here it is. But these are the outputs. In this case, I want Firefox inputs. Bitwig. This is audio, by the way. This is audio connection. The green stuff. I need the purple stuff. Oh. This is Jack. Yeah, now I have Jack running. Okay, I'll try to stop Jack, and I hope my audio will keep working. Let's see. Is my audio still working? I guess. Yes. Okay, now at least it looks a bit more sane. But for some reason, Firefox. Web MIDI. I guess it's this. Web MIDI output, web MIDI input. Here we are. Virtual MIDI free 2. Okay, maybe that's the thing. I have to put it on channel 3. Will this work? No. But this is also not. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm an idiot, am I? Here you go. Okay, it's working. Okay, so this is working. You see, this is playing MIDI and Bitwig, and it's doing something in the browser. Okay, so basically I have these two things. I have the bouncy balls and I have MIDI input. Now the question is, can I unify them? So let's get coding, and let's see here. What are we doing? So this is the MIDI page, right? Okay, I think this was the main thing that made it. Well, this was one of the main things that made it work. Yeah, checking, because I was having some problems. Ah, yes, yes, this is it. This was the problem. I was loading. The reason why it wasn't working originally. It's because I was loading the MIDI from this URL, but that's apparently after a lot of ChatGPTing. That's a URL intended for Node.js. Well, here we're running it in the browser, and with that knowledge, I went out and found another source for the library. So this is the index of the. Basically, I was trying to work on this. It didn't work, so I created this file MIDI, right? Just focusing, like forgetting about P5.js and just focusing on MIDI. I got this working. I understood. I think the culprit it was this. So now I basically can forget about this file. Hopefully, I just uncomment the MIDI stuff. Now it works. Let's see if that's actually the case. So sketch.js. Just a moment. Let me check. We are loading it first and then the sketch. Yes, because the sketch needs access to the stuff. Let's see. I'll literally just uncomment this and call it. And the setup. So again, this setup is a function of P5.js. So it gets run at the beginning, right? And you see, by the way, I didn't mention it before, but this is where actually all the classes get instantiated, right? So all these, this class that we saw before, here, there's a list called balls. It's defined up here. And for I from 0 to n, we create new instances of this class with random width, random height. This is the position. Random radius. Now I see I'm using the wrong thing for the radius here. There should be, sorry. Arlo. Yeah. Let's see how that changes. No, I don't want this page anymore. I want here. Yeah, now it's, you see, it's not complete. Well, but it's also not asking me though. Why is it not asking me? So let's do a thing. Let's do for now, set MIDI note. Let's just send a message on the console. Wait, what happened? Let's just send a message on the console. Sending note, and then we print the note. Maybe it's gonna be hex. Ah, no, okay, this is it's an integer. Okay, yeah, and we comment out this stuff. So for now, we're just gonna and by the way, then let's also ignore for now the MIDI basically. Yeah, let's just when they detect, we send a message. Yes, okay, so that works. The problem then must be in the setup. They're fast. Let's make them a bit slower because that thing makes me anxious. I think way slower. Can I put wait, is it speed low plus speed high? So yeah, this is not really a speed high, but it should be. Can I put floats in here? Would it just work? Yeah, but the speed is not changing though. It's changing only on the X, not on the Y. Oh my god, there's a bug. Let me solve this before getting back to the MIDI thing. So I'm adding correctly the speed on both things. The constructor, by the way, okay. What? Yeah, because I'm not. Okay, so this was right. I'm sorry, I just forgot to put. Like that I made big balls go fast. Basically, I forgot to put this. I'm not... Okay, see, this is the difference from Python that I don't like so much. You can put... like Python would have given you an error here because there was a keyword argument coming after an argument without a keyword. Yeah, I guess. Now I know. Okay, yeah, now they're nice and slow. Maybe a bit faster, but we are done with that. Okay, so to the setup. Yes, setup MIDI. That's what we're after. If error, we're MIDI. Let's see if that prints anything. Oh, okay. Well, this is really good. It's asking me. Are there any errors up top? No. Okay, then let's just try, man. Let's just let's keep that way not, but maybe let's move it when we are actually after it sent it. Yeah, okay, but at the speed I never. Yeah, it's sending something. Oh god, can it be already working? Let's try. Let's try. Let's put just for the sake of it, let's make a new track. And how does this work here? I think I have to put another device like that. No, I can just I should be able here. MIDI inputs. Where do I define MIDI inputs? I haven't used the Bitwig in a while, but I think maybe this is also fine because no, that's the point. That's the point, that Bitwig does not appear. So Bitwig, as I said, it's doesn't play nice with Linux MIDI. So it doesn't, with ISA MIDI or Jack MIDI, it doesn't play nice. It does not appear here at all as its own client. You have to send it on the vir MIDI and the vir MIDI inputs. So what I'm doing here, right, is that I'm taking MIDIs. If I put it, would I be able to record the MIDI? Because that's one thing I want to do. I don't want to just capture it. I guess. Yeah, no, you see, this is just for MIDI out. It's not for MIDI in. Sending MIDI out and then catching the audio in, because I think anything that's in the device thing here, it's going to be audio related. How do I catch MIDI? Yeah, I have an older version of Bitwig because since I haven't been using it, I stopped paying for it. So this is 4 point something, but it's a great, I love the software. I use it a lot, just, yeah, not recently. So what is this thing? This is to add comments, instrument track. Oh my god, this must be so boring to watch. I'm sorry. Add instrument track, that's not what we want, I think. I'm afraid I'm gonna have to Google. Let me just try one last time. Clock out again. Oh my god. I think I know. Now I remember. I saw that forum post. So I have to actually create a controller. Yeah, that's how it is. Yeah. I have to create a fake controller, let's say kind of a generic, let's say MIDI keyboard, and I have to attach this exactly. Let's say the very first one, and maybe can we rename it? No? Well, okay, we'll just keep generic. And now here I should be able to select it. Yeah, here we go. Okay. So if now we speed up this thing so we actually get some actual MIDI notes. Maybe let's put the minimum to 1. And this is not the maximum, but actually an increment. So let's go up to 5, like this, Okay, there's a lot of bumps. Is it getting MIDI notes? No. Maybe I have to enable recording. Well, let's actually put a synth, just because when we actually get sound, we will actually hear it like that. Let's choose some. Let's just put a. I'm sorry. This should come way later. Let's just put how's it called, the FM4. Basic preset. Okay, it's loading, but no sound coming in. Why not? Do we have to enable recording? Nope. Okay, I think we could go back to the code. Maybe it's not sending because this now is listening a virtual MIDI 1. First of all, is it actually connected? No. Okay, so that's okay. Now in this mess, oh my god, isn't there a way to have it like a list or something, like a sort? Maybe this is what I was looking for. It's crazy having to find it like this. Who made this? Who made this? I remember it was there was a QJack CTL. There was an actual list which worked better. You know what? I'll just connect it to the first one I find with one virtual MIDI. Where is it? Free? I'll just connect it to this free too. And then I'll change this to free or free too. Wait, what sound? Yay! That's cool. Let's try it with fewer balls. That's two little balls. Where's the code here? Let's put 4. Nah, not working. But why? It is printing. Might it have changed the? Maybe it gets here. It gets disconnected every time I reload the. Oh god damn it! But this, why does it remember the input and not the output? Or wait, it always connects to MIDI through port. So let's use that as a hack. Where is that? Out here. Let's just do this. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it works. It works great. That's so cool. Okay, I'm onto something. This is great. Well, okay. Okay, this is interesting. So, first thing, I won't get I won't start going into the sound design. Of course, here now this sound is nothing special. Maybe we could put a bit more release just to have the notes ring out a bit more. God damn it, where's the release? Ah, here it is. And maybe the other thing I could do, very simple, is to have the velocity of the note be, yeah, let's start with that. That sounds fun. So depending on how hard the balls impact, that should make the note louder or less loud, right? To do that, I guess I'm just gonna keep this under. It's a nice background music, kind of. Maybe turn it down a bit. So we have to pass here an argument with velocity and MIDI output node duration. Okay, so here we get this is a function, of course, from the web MIDI JS. Library, which I'm not familiar with, but hey, there is a duration. Let's guess. Let's take a wild guess. Let's say there's also a velocity. It accepts, and then to test it, let's put velocity equals 60. Sounds like that. Let me bring it up. 60. Modify this to accept maybe not velocity. Let's see. Okay, no, it is doing what I was doing actually. Because I didn't put let. Yeah, when I remove it as an argument, I didn't put let as a keyword. So this will work, right? Why isn't it working no more? Let's again raise the volume here to hear the changes. Reloads. Documentation. Yeah, okay, yeah, I'm gonna have to actually Google for the documentation. Web MIDI JS play node Velocity. Let's see what we find. As a float. Why? Oh, midi is between 0 and 27. I think I saw it in the somewhere it was saying float. Wait, note. It represents note such. Can be played on a single channel. The note has an attack and a release. If you prefer to work from midi, you can use raw attack and release. Note may have a duration. Velocity, where's velocity? So, an attack for midi. Yeah, okay, it's no, not after touch, but yeah, they called it. Why did they call it attack? It's just a goddamn velocity. But so, parameter value. How do these map to this? So is this creates a node object? That's not what I want. I'm sorry, I clicked on the wrong thing. I need play node. Well, I guess this produces a substitute for the node object, right? Okay, so yeah, exactly. Can be played back on a single channel by calling output channel or multiple channels. Yeah. Attack or release. Okay, so basically I just have to call attack here and give it as a float between 0 and 1. So let's try it 0.1. This is the same. 1. Nah. Because let's have ChatGPT figure it out. It's faster than I am. Are these docs relevant? Okay, because I call it attach. Maybe that's now I saw. Okay, so are these docs relevant? Why are we passing dictionary? Is it called dictionary in JavaScript instead of a node object? Is the velocity keyword right, or should I use attack? And then we paste the docs, the context of the LLM for a specific MIDI library that offers a higher level of abstraction than the standard web MIDI API. What are you saying? Isn't this what I'm using? Web MIDI.js, index HTML. I'm using web MIDI 2.5.1. Get started in 5 minutes, version 3. God damn it. I think ChatGPT is becoming stupider. It needs so much direction now. It used to be much smarter. You would get what you needed with much fewer inputs. Usually I'm passing a dictionary instead of a raw node value. Okay. Just give me Yeah, I'm so shit at JavaScript that I'm not even confident with how to actually create a class. That's definitely a problem. Ah, okay. Wait, what? It's passing it now as first argument? Oh, let's try this one. Let's try this. Let's comment this stuff. Play note all. Attack velocity. No, let's put a number for now. Okay. Node is not defined. Yeah, maybe it has to be web media dot. Web media dot node is not a constructor. Oh god damn it! It's so I just realized I was also following a blog, right? On web media I've been following. I just googled and I found this. Let's see what they say here. Okay, this is the setup, but we've got that covered. Listener, we don't really care about that, I guess. This was to receive MIDI notes. Sending MIDI between Ableton, yeah, from Ableton. That's not what I want. Now let's do web MIDI send note. Come on, can it be that hard? Sending notes from JavaScript to your synth. Korg, I had some of those. I think they added here the. No, oh come on, seriously. Let's open it in a new container, just so it doesn't know my cookies. In the Reddit container. No, okay, it's the whole story. Just they decided to. God damn it! I'm just not gonna use that then. Video output send. Okay, so first of all, I should fully understand what the heck I am using now, because I just imported. This is the problem you see with importing stuff randomly. I guess it was that webmidi.js that I was. If I just, for example, yeah, it must be this. So let's from here. This must be a reference documentation. Do they have a getting started thing? Because I think sending a note should be up high. Basics. Play a note. You might be hearing. You might be hearing my baby crying. I have to still figure out some stuff with the microphone, which is surprisingly sensitive. Playing a note. Wait, let me turn on the light. It's getting dark. You can call play note and versa dramaticus directly on the output. Yes, this is what we want. For example, to play note on channels 1, 2, 3. Okay, by the way, let's look. Maybe that was also a good idea. Look at the documentation for the function I am actually using. Yay! And it again has this Okay, options is an object. Now I start getting it. Attack is a number. It should be correct then. I'm sure why it's not. Let's keep on reading here. You can also create a note object and pass it to the play note method, which I guess we also tried doing on a specific MIDI channel. Control note velocity. Here we go. Yeah. Ah, by the way, you can give it nice names, which I might do when I define. That's nice to know. So I don't need to convert the names to integers when I define chords. To pick the notes from, I can just write lists, the chords as lists of notes, which is something I might do. Okay. So why isn't it working? Let me look better at this code. Let's also remove all the fluff because it's getting confusing. I think the all, I can delete this line because the all is not needed, right? This is still working. Ah, no, well, it's not working now because, why is it not working? Note number, this should be working. We need that note. Ah, yeah, okay, no, sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. This goes here. Let's try like it was before. Yeah, I could have maybe just Poof. Note is not defined. Oh no shit. Poof. Note is not defined. Wait. Ah. No plin plin. Why is no plin plin? Yeah, because we removed all and now God knows on which channels it's sending this. Okay. This is working. Right, well, kind of. Yeah, my CPU is a bit outdated. I'm actually looking to upgrade. It's having a, as you can see by the way here in the bottom right, I'm constantly like at 90+% of CPU usage. So it struggles a bit, especially with the streaming. Okay, well, you know what? I guess who cares? Let's leave it at that. We'll figure it out later. Let's go do more fun stuff. Like, yeah, it's making noise, right? That's enough. Let's clean this up. Maybe let's add this. So next time we don't go crazy. Let's put a to do attack should be velocity. Wait, just one last thing. Is it really between 0 and 1? If you prefer to use row. Ah, row attack. Okay, let's try that. That's the last thing. Which row attack 1 now should be like really low. Or the synth I'm using. I mean, that will also be the case, right? That the synth is completely ignoring the velocity. Let's put some preset. Acid ARP. No, ARP. No, Okay, we'll leave it at that. We'll leave it at that. Maybe the link, you know what, let me remove the section from the link because it wasn't in that section anyways. Let me remove a bit the release here because no, it's not okay. It's just how was it? There was a new synth that was cool. Polymer. Well, what I would like to do rather is define note choice, and we put here, oh my god, so this is the no, because notes off are not coming. Let's see over. This is not. Is this dedicated or no? Okay, sorry. I'm sorry. I was trying to figure out why the sound keeps going. Actually, that's super annoying. I'm so sorry. Let me just put back the FM with the default patch. That was more than enough. Okay, I should have gotten into that at all. Let's define a nice C minor chord. Oh god, it will be like this. G, 3, A, sorry, G, B, 3, and then actually, let's put it here. I want to put also the sixth. Whatever, I can put it later as well. Let's put minor 6. And now let's have also, okay, so I could do it two ways. Either I modify here this function and every time it picks a random note from here. But one thing, the other way I would actually like to do it, because I think it's in some way more fun, it allows me more experimentation later on, is to basically define for each ball, like each ball when it's created, I would like it to have its own note. And yeah, and then when it collides, I guess we can do as I said before. Either we emit both notes, yeah, let's try that. We emit both notes of the two balls colliding. But basically the note is associated, okay, to the ball. So we have to here and the note parameter, and now the sound will stop exactly. No, because the page should be reloading and failing. Well, I guess when we do this, it will fail. Why is that failing? I'm not passing any note argument. By the way, let's not call it note, let's call it note str str. But I know that this is actually a string kind of thing. And now I want to pass it here. Let's for simplicity put it for now as just the first element for all the nodes. And then here we just pass the note. Okay, I remove this here. I put this here. Okay, now it should fail. At some point there it failed, yeah. Was idle move is not a function. No, this is actually not good. It means I made some syntax error, yeah, because I put this too far out. Oof. Don't I have a syntax? Sorry. Should have a a syntax formatter. If I do this, okay, yeah, I do. But why doesn't it put all these? If I put one more comma, no. Maybe not node choice, by the way. It's guess node numbers and MIDI node. Yeah, whatever. I'm expected to get some errors, right? So node choice, by the way, is a bad name. Let's call it node pool. Yes, and now we simply have to modify send MIDI node. We need to pass it right at this dot node. By leaving it just here, wait, like this, I should, wait, I do this, I should, because what's happening here, let me close this one, I'll go crazy. So, when there is a collision, what will draw, this is the draw method from P5.js, okay, it basically, for each frame that it draws, it goes through one iteration. It calls this function, okay? And what does this function do? Again, for each frame, it looks at all the balls, right? And for all the balls, it goes move, check walls. And then for this ball, so this is ball I, right? For all the ones with index that come after it, it will call the check collision method with the other. So each pair is evaluated only once. Exactly. Each pair is evaluated only once. And you also know that this other will have a higher index. Okay, yeah, but that we don't care about. No, but then here, if I want to send them both, if they're colliding, right, I should do this. Yeah, like this will send them both. Now let me reload the tab. Yeah, now it's always the same node, of course. It's ultra boring. But you could see when you hear this and the sound, it's a good sign, because it sounds like it's sending the same note with a super small delay of like a millisecond, and you get this you get the sound effect. I'm not sure how it's called in English. It's called battimento in Italian. But yeah, it's a known effect that you get when you have. I mean, it's a phase issue, right? It's a phase issue that you get. Yeah, what we have to do is is showing that I know literally no JavaScript, well, very little JavaScript. Choose random from array. Yes, that's what I need to do. That's why I didn't do it straight away, because I have to Google it. Math, you have to use math. How can I select the random value from this array? Yeah, okay. But there is no built-in way. I thought there was like a choice method or something. Yeah, who knows? Yeah, JavaScript. I don't wanna load stuff. Yeah, whatever. Let's use this. It's gonna be fine. Basically, yeah. This part here, right? Maflo, what are you saying in the comments? It was between 0 and 1 exclusive, so it won't. Yeah, that's good, because it won't get the actual length of the list. So where is here? Node pool. And instead of array, we write node pool. Okay. Nope. Do this before. Yeah. Let me close all these tabs. Doesn't sound right. Sounds like a different octave or something. But it's not even. It wrote this once. It wrote this once, and not even with the actual note. What's happening? Media out, media output null, and then setup, we define it. Setup balls push. Note STR, this is the argument of that. God damn it. Isn't there a hate that syntax? I think this was another formatter for JavaScript. Code formatter, let me. Well, okay, 39 millions, whatever. It's 39 millions. Yeah, sketch. Sorry, no. No, it still doesn't want to format it like I want. If I do this, no. Okay. Can't you do it by yourself, or do I have to do it? Hate this. Okay, now that's readable. So, not poor, right? Math random, we're getting a number between 0 and 1. We're multiplying it for the length. You know what? Let's do this. Assign node. Okay, now it's working. Assigning. Let's go crazy now. Let's add a lot of balls. Balls. Like 30 balls. That's so Why is there something high-pitched sound? Does it come from the synth? Like if let's see if I record again. By the way, they should all be. Now we can even check. They should all be bichords, right? How was it? How do you select the two? I forgot. One, no, one is range. Okay. This don't look right. This don't look right at all. This is A, B. Did I forget to put the octave? B6. Why did I put 6? Yeah, because I was thinking 6. Okay. Okay, but there's another thing I'm not sure about. Are these actual because let's try to slow down. So let's put fewer balls. Let's put 3. Let's reload the tab. Let's try record. I would know what I need to do. Fucking mute button here. That's gonna be my next stream, I guess. So I will have to, when I get bored, when I get overwhelmed by that sounds, I can just mute it. Yeah, looks correct. Why a single note here? No, it's not. It's not. It's at the same ball. You see, there's a ball with B2. It collided first with this, and then with that. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Ah, you know what I could do now? I just realized that duration. So I'm passing here note, right? No, okay, but there's also. Let's add duration, and let's have that be. Depending on the radius of the ball instead of the intensity, which we couldn't do. Let's check if the duration maybe works, because that also would be a cool effect. Maybe you could have both, right? Both the duration and so that short balls do like beep beep, and bigger balls do a beep, you know. And that should be rather easy. We just put duration equals this dot r, the proportion basically of the radius, how it's called. I think r low plus r high is the real maximum radius, right? Yeah, I should really call it something else. Like, no, okay, no, the radius, for the radius I actually did it like that. So slash r high. Slash r high, because it's again should be right number between 0 and 1. Let's see if that works. That you probably won't really hear it. Also, let's put a bit more variation in the sizes of the balls so that it's easier to detect. Let's put it 40. Another big, come on. Okay, that's great. Oh, what happened? Assignment to undeclared variable duration where? Dip. At what point? And check collision. Sketch.js 129. Sketch.js 129. Yeah, but that's the argument, right, of the function. Does that count as unsigned? Huh? Really? I'm confused. Yeah, I've already noticed this, and you have to reload the page twice. Now they all got the same note. No, not really. The two of them got the same note. Let's do it again. E, B, and G. Okay, G and E. That's how it is. But at least the size, that's what we were interested in. Let's work on it a bit. Now, small, now the big, perfect. There's a small and a big collision. Nah, doesn't really work. Yeah, we have to figure out. That's maybe something I'll do offline before the next stream, because that's gonna be important going on. Figure out the arguments. Just call them play note function. Okay, well, I guess I can wrap it up. So yeah, I focused. Well, I tried focusing right on the audio part a bit. It wasn't so. It didn't go as fast as I thought it would. Actually, the first bit where I just uncommented stuff, I just changed that, importing the library right from different CDN, different. Actually, probably a different version of the library. That apparently just made it work, so that was surprisingly smooth. Then further variations on the theme of just like making it work weren't so smooth. I'm not sure. I guess there's a lot of people doing streaming of coding. Personally, I don't watch them. I'm not sure who does. So I'm not sure who's gonna wanna watch this stream, because now I realize, right, coding can be boring in the sense that you have these bugs. You get stuck in these stupid bugs, and it takes you 20 minutes to get out of it just because maybe you haven't slept a lot or whatever. You missed semicolon somewhere. So I guess seeing the stuff on stream, I'm not sure how exciting that is, but I hope the end results are cool, and also maybe I can start extracting some clips, making some shorts of that or something like that. So yeah, next time I'm gonna, well, hopefully offline, I'm gonna figure out a bit this like how to actually pass arguments to this. Then the next step would be to, I would say actually the first, I was gonna say next time I'm gonna focus on the visuals. Probably actually first step should be trying to make the audio somewhat pleasant, because right now this thing is I mean, it's kind of unnerving. I don't know, it's not that great. There's a bunch of ways I could go, right? I could do that. One would be just change the sound, right? Again, going back to this here, that if you listen to the sounds of this, it's amazing. Right? The sound design behind that is amazing. So instead of using like a default patch, like going in and actually having let me keep it here so we don't get that thing in the background. Yeah, working a bit on the synth side, and also having a bit a slower rhythm, right? Instead of tin 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 tin, having like a synth that's like really long, like like more ambient. I mean, the output again, the goal would be to make something like this, right? This is a video of 4 hours 50, so that's what I want to do. I want to do a video that you put on like to relax, right? And you have it relax both in a visual and in an audio way. So yeah, the audio has to be worked on. One way is to work on the sound design. The other way is to do something better than this, in the sense find some interesting way to generate notes. Now it's not just interesting from like the code point of view. Actually doesn't matter at all how fancy that the logic behind it is. It just matters that what comes out is somewhat cool. So one thing I could use as inspiration, well, this sounds like an arpeggio to me. Actually, it's a scale, I think. Yeah, it's a scale. You have this sort of, well, in this part, this sort of shepherd effect, whatever. But yeah, I'm gonna look a bit, maybe use also ChatGPT to make some notes. I would look into Brian Eno, because, well, he's the master, right, of the genius of ambient music. But he also, like, he doesn't do just drones. Like, he actually plays stuff like notes, and they do have some structure, right? But you don't get dragged into the structure. You're still able to like enjoy the breath. I don't know how he does it. it's quite interesting. So I might ask, or just uh, try to listen a bit and map down the notes, or ask ChatGPT to produce some melodies in the style of Brian Eno, or yeah, whatever. Figure it out how those are, and try to do something along those lines. Here again, I wrote a chord I thought would sound cool. It doesn't. The other part, of course, is the rhythm, and that depends on the physics simulation. That actually, I think it's fine. It's probably one thing. Let's try just real quick, like having a huge number of balls on a very low speed. Maybe that's something worth trying. Oh my god. But yeah, I guess I'll think how can this be better. I know you see there's some janky movement in the collision. Just with lower numbers of balls. I don't know why that is. There's some lag. Because what I'm doing right now is if there's an overlap in the balls, if there's an overlap, I'm shifting. I'm not only detecting the collision, but I'm also reshifting the balls so that there is no overlap between them. So that might cause this bug that we see now. Just in one box. What if we don't send both notes with the same one? There should be some kind of arpeggio, right? Let's do it again because we don't trust. Actually, this is better. Yeah, well, and then once the music is somewhat pleasant, then we can start getting into the visuals, and that's gonna be fun, right? Hopefully. Well, depends on your definition. As one math teacher once told me during a lecture, depends on your definition of fun. But yeah, hopefully, eventually, you can get some fancy effects like this guy. Yeah. So again, thanks so much for watching, for whoever decides to watch this, I guess, later on YouTube. And yeah, I'll be back. See you soon.